Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Carissa. Thanks for tuning in. Today's video is going to be a what's in my gym bag video. I personally enjoy watching other people's videos like this because one, I'm nosy, and then two, depending on what type of fitness you like to do, everyone's gym bag can look totally different, right? So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right in. So before we jump in, I do want to give you guys a quick picture of the type of fitness lifestyle I'm doing right now. So I am doing CrossFit. For those of you who are not familiar with CrossFit, it is basically functional fitness at a very intense level. So you're doing a variety of high intensity workouts with a lot of weight training, some gymnastics sprinkled in, and a lot of cardio. So CrossFit does use a lot of variable movements, some of which do require some extra accessories that I like to keep on me in my gym bag. So I'm going to show you that. But other than that, I do a lot of weight training and strength training. So when I'm not doing CrossFit 3 days a week, I'm doing 2 days of weight training on a program, and I like to stay consistent with that because that has shown me the best results. So let's jump in. So the first item I do want to show you guys is not something I necessarily keep in my bag. I could put it in my bag, but it's kind of big. So it is this awesome water bottle that I bought off Amazon. I will have to link this in the description below, but I absolutely love this water jug. Like, as you can see, it is huge. I believe it is 1 gallon, but it also has the time frame in which you would be able to keep track of when you should have a full jug completed in 1 day. I am not necessarily using it to keep track of drinking this much water in 1 day. I keep it on me because, like I said, when I'm doing CrossFit or when I'm in the gym lifting weights, I love this jug. And it's hard to run out of water when you have so much on you at one time. It came with 2 different lids. So the one I have on here now is just a lid that comes with a straw in it, as you can see. And it does have this convenient loop here, so I can carry it like this, which I love. Okay, so let's get into the actual gym bag. So this bag is from Oakley. It is not super fancy, so I don't want to spend too much time talking on this actual duffel bag because honestly, I just got it to get the job done. It does have quite a few pockets, so I can fit a lot in here. So I'm just going to go through all the compartments and what I have in each compartment. This first small pocket here, if I have makeup, like mascara or eyeliner that I have with me whenever I shower after working out, put my makeup stuff in this front pocket here. And also have tampons in here. So I do like this pocket because it can store smaller items like that. Put my makeup stuff in this front pocket here, and also have tampons in here. So I do like this pocket because it can store smaller items like that. And then it does have 2 pockets on each side. So this first side pocket has a lock. So if you guys know anything about commercial gyms, they do have lockers, but sometimes the lockers don't come with locks. Just keep one on hand. I don't use it that often. I prefer the ones that come with the lock on the locker. But it's just good to have one of these. So, and then I also have just a bar of soap. You never know when you're gonna need extra bar soap. This other pocket holds my shower shoes. So this side of the gym bag is more so for shoe storage. So that's what I keep in there. And these are just some generic Adidas slides that my dog has conveniently chewed up, which is why they are strictly shower shoes. So definitely, I always keep these in my bag. I don't take those items out because I know I'm definitely going to regret it if I do, because I'll forget it at home. And when I need to shower, I won't have my shoes. Okay, so now let's get to the good stuff, which is the main compartment, and let's see what's inside. So this first item is my handy dandy foam roller with spikes. I know this looks kind of gruesome and painful, but this thing is a godsend when I'm super sore. So like I said, CrossFit is known for being very high intensity. You're lifting heavy weights in a short amount of time, and sometimes you are really pushing yourself to your limits. And after a class or the next day, I love to use this foam roller to just get my muscles loosened up. So I use this before class as well. So I really like this. This is just from TJ Maxx. As you can see, it's small enough to fit into my gym bag. So I definitely keep this in there at all times because I just like having my own foam roller just for sanitation purposes as well. And these are super cheap. You can get these from like TJ Maxx, which is where I got this one from, for like 12 or 13 bucks. And you have this for life pretty much if you want to. I know I've had this one for at least 4 or 5 years. So definitely I keep a foam roller on hand just because, like I said, I know some of the workouts I'm putting myself through, my body needs some type of recovery. The next item I have in here are my actual gym shoes. They're just the Nike Free Metcons. I've had these for a few years. They're holding up very well. I do CrossFit in these. They are meant for cross training. So you can lift weights in these, you can run in these, and do all types of stuff. So I think they're great for CrossFit. I'm sure they've updated this line since I purchased these, which was, I'd say, at least a year or two ago. So I'm sure they have new colorways and maybe even a new design, but I like these. I'm a very simple person and I'm kind of matchy when it comes to my gym clothes. So black and white was the safest option for me, and I wear these all the time. The next item I have in here is somewhat random. So this is just a bar pad. And you can get these, I believe I got this one from Dick's Sporting Goods, and I keep one of these on me because these are kind of hard to find in commercial gyms sometimes, especially when the gym is packed. A lot of people use these. They use these for squatting, hip thrusts. So I definitely use this when I'm hip thrusting because the load I put on the bar is pretty heavy, and so it is excruciating trying to lift with your hips just a plain naked barbell. It starts to hurt after a while. Keep these on hand. I believe this cost me like 20 bucks. A lot of gyms do have these, like I said, but depending on what gym you go to, like they're either disgusting and like super sweaty because everyone uses those, or they're kind of like tattered and worn because this isn't something that I think gyms pay attention to replace all the time. But when you get your own and just carry it with you, you don't have to worry about any of those things. The next item I have here is my Rogue Fitness weight belt. So this is something, there's something attached to that. So this is something that I absolutely have been using more and more lately. As you guys know, I've mentioned that I've been taking my training a lot more seriously now. I'm lifting more and heavier than I ever have before because I'm prioritizing my strength versus being tiny and skinny all the time. So I have been using this so much when I'm really testing my 1 rep max, or I'm lifting at 80% and above of my 1 rep max. So this is awesome. I do believe I need to size up because when I purchased this a few years ago, I was a lot smaller. But for the most part, this is just a basic weight lift or weight vest, or I keep saying vest. But for the most part, this is a very basic weight training belt. To get super fancy with these, I don't think. If you're not like a serious like power lifter or anything like that, this does the job for me. They also do typically have some of these in commercial gyms. I know we do have some at the CrossFit gym I go to. It's just one of those things where I don't want to have to search for one of these when I'm in need of it. I don't want to have to worry about it being, you know, not as the Velcro not being strong because so many people have sweated and used the belts that they offer in the gym. So I don't believe this was expensive, so it was worth it just to have on hand. I will try to link this belt below just in case any of you guys are curious about getting one. This next item is a pair of headphones that I have had for a very long time, but guess what? They work. So these are the Beats Solo 1, I believe. So these are nice headphones. Like, they cost a lot or at least a lot at that time. a few years ago, $250 on, or I think they were like $270 on a pair of headphones was unheard of. But then here comes Apple in 2022 with their $500 headphones. So I am gonna stick with these because these get sweaty. I had to purchase some like ear covers or ear pad covers for these because I was sweating so much in them that the original pads that came on the headphones started to tatter a little bit. So I just bought these, and you can pull these off and throw them in the wash, which I do. So I love these. They are still holding up years later, and I hope they do because I paid a lot of money for them. Next item is just like a small towel, and this is literally actually the name. So this is called the small towel from Lululemon. They do have these on markdown quite a bit, and I purchased this one a few years ago. And here's the Lulu symbol, just like a microfiber towel. I could have gotten one of these from anywhere, but it was on sale, so I purchased it. And I do use this when I'm like wearing like a tank top or something that I can't easily wipe sweat off myself with. I will grab this from my bag, wipe my face, and keep going. These next few items are actually something that I keep on hand now more than ever because I see how important they are for me and my warm-up routine. So these are actually some resistance bands. So these are actually, I purchased these back during the pandemic when pretty much everything was sold out, the gyms were closed, and I was like, I have to continue to get my workout in. Like, I don't know what else to do. These were available, and I got these from Rogue Fitness. Once again, I highly recommend their site for quality fitness gear and materials. I have this like super duper, like, I can't even pull this apart. And this one, I'm not sure of the resistances, but I'm pretty sure this one might be like 30-pound resistance. I will have to double check. Don't let me misspeak. But each of these has a different resistance to them. And it's actually like a long band. So in CrossFit class, CrossFit is kind of known for using resistance bands for warm-ups. Like, we have a whole routine that we do before we do the actual workout in the class. So I just really enjoyed those warm-up routines, and so I wanted to make sure I had a band of my own. And these other ones were more so just to challenge myself. Like I said, during the pandemic, I needed some type of resistance training, and resistance bands can give you a very good workout despite what people may think. If you increase the resistance of the bands that you use over time, you can get stronger using resistance bands. So this next item is actually a recent purchase, and I'm new to this, so it wasn't something I typically buy, but my CrossFit coach recommended it to me. This is some like workout tape, and you actually tape your hands with this. I was recommended this because I ripped my hands up so bad doing one of the CrossFit Open workouts. If you guys are not familiar with CrossFit, it's basically a global competition, and people submit their scores online, and if your scores are good enough, you move on to like quarterfinals, all that good stuff. About everyone participating and doing the workout together and having fun in your CrossFit community locally. Anyway, long story short, I was doing a ab movement holding the bar, and you had to do a lot of reps, and I just completely ripped my hands up. I had nothing protecting my hands from the bar. And if you know anything about CrossFit, sometimes you can do a workout that has over 150 reps in it, and this particular workout had like 50 of that particular movement alone. By the time I got done, my hands were almost bloody, and I definitely tore through at least like 2 or 3 layers of skin, and it took me nearly 2 or 3 weeks for my hand to fully heal again. Thankful for that. But while my hands were healing, I needed something to protect that open wound, I guess you could say. So my coach recommended this tape. I got this from Amazon from the store called WOD Nation. So WOD Nation is a CrossFit oriented brand, I believe, because they sell a lot of CrossFit accessories like I was telling you guys about. One of them, But you can use this for weightlifting as well. So when I'm deadlifting, I can tape my thumbs. Like I said, I'm definitely going to use this going forward when I'm doing CrossFit. It's good to have on hand because honestly, dumbbells, that rubber, I've had instances before where it was rubbing the skin on my hand as I was lifting the dumbbell. So I recommend this for anyone who is doing any type of like dumbbell type of workouts or something that uses a lot of grip. This is awesome. So this was 17 bucks and it came with 3 rolls of tape, and I'm not even done with this first one, and I use it, I'd say like at least 1 or 2 times a week. So the last thing I have to show you guys, finally, I feel like I had a lot more in my bag than what I thought I did. But the last thing I have to show you guys is just a small little travel kit that I have. Like I said, I do shower after the gym before I go to work in the morning, and I just keep all my shower accessories here. There's nothing really to go through. I just have like lotion, deodorant, my loofah, soap, toothbrush, extra contacts. Like, it's just the general stuff you would keep on hand when you're showering. And that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much. Let me know what type of fitness activities you guys are doing. I'm sure that depending on whatever fitness you guys are into, you have different items in your bag. Let me know if you have any item recommendations or things you think that I should add to my bag. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will catch you in the next video.